fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today, as you can see, to finish, I think, working up and putting away all of my square spares that are special drills. So these are my ABs, my fairy dust, crystals, anything that is not just a regular drill, because those are in my regular spare drill storage. And I am moving all of my ABs and everything out of my binders that I've had everything in, and I'm going to put them in my art dot drawers. And I actually am pleasantly surprised. My memory was not great. I thought I had 2 of these drawers filled up. I don't. I only have 1, which means that I have plenty of room to finish putting the squares in the second drawer and the ones I have remaining from the Diamond Art Club ones that I purchased, and then I can move on to the rounds. I am going to do what several of you suggested was probably a good idea, and that was when I'm done with these are nice bottles, but they're just big, and I don't have enough of them for what I wanted to do, so I'm using the art dot instead. So I'm going to be donating these, I think, to Diamonds for a Better Tomorrow and sending in these bottles for someone to use. You can tear off the labels here so that it doesn't have the symbols and whatever on it, and I thought somebody could use these for storage, for kitting up containers into, because there'll be 30 of them by the time I'm done, which would certainly be plenty enough to do some smaller kits. So I think that's what I'm going to do with them. Okay, so for right now, I'm going to pick up where I left off, and that is I had ABs in here and I had finished them, so I'm ready to start. I did do a little bit of moving around because several of my square ABs are kitted up right now with my Christmas shop kit, but I pulled out 2 that I ended up not using, so I had to kind of fit them back in because I'm trying to keep everything kind of in numerical order. So I put those in, and I ended up moving 3 of them over here to the second drawer, and now I've got some of my stickers already made, and I can just start moving on down the line. I'm getting pretty close. I think I've got 5 or 6 left in the binders, all of these laid here, and then I think I have five or 6 containers left. So I'm just going to jump in. So like I said, I already made my labels because the bags for my ABs will go back into my spare drill storage. They're just empty bags, so they won't take up any room. And that way, if I ever decide I want to do something different, I can. I did go ahead and make some of these up ahead of time just to speed things up a little bit, but I want to get the square ones done and put away because I don't have any other square kits going on at the moment besides the Christmas shop one. So that will let me kind of get everything put away. And then I'm going to move on to the rounds because I had thought that I would use the rounds in the snowman kit that I'm doing, which I'm getting close to being done with. So I hope to be done with that here shortly. But I didn't end up adding any in, and I don't know if I'm going to add any into the Close Encounters one that I'm going to be doing. So I'll just have to wait and see what I decide to do. Come on, get out of there. Okay. So I don't have very many of these, but this is a pixie dust, so I hate to get rid of those because I love the pixie dust ones. That's why I bought all of these pixie dust when Diamond Art Club put them up for sale. So, and you can see here, I don't have very many of these left at all, but shame to let them go to waste. I'm sure there'll be a kit where I can put them in. And then I'll put this back in my other storage, like I said. I've got glitter all over my tablecloth here because I'm probably going to need 2 of these too. We were putting away all of our Christmas stuff and I laid it on the table while I was doing it. Now I have glitter everywhere. I don't know if all of these are going to fit into one bottle. Maybe. No, I don't think so. I mean, I could probably get a few more in there, but I'm not going to try and force it. I'm just going to dump these out into the tray here. They've got a little bit of static in them. Well, maybe. Maybe I will try to get them in here. I don't know if they'll all go in there. Oh, they did. Okay. So I only need 1 bottle for that one. Good. I don't mind if they take up 2 just because that way, let's see, 3078. Oops. I'm getting out of order because this one is Z993, so I should have done this one first. So let me pour out of here. because I know these big bottles are probably going to take 2. They did before anyway. And of course I have escapees everywhere. All right, so there's the first one. Put the rest of them in the second bottle. Okay. And like I said, these are really nice big bottles, but I don't think it would take much to just peel off the stickers here, or you could just ignore them and put stickers on the top if you were going to use them. Either way, they are nice, big, sturdy bottles. They'd be nice for somebody who doesn't have containers or something. All right, now let's see, what's the next number? 3078. I don't have very many of these. So just get this all in here. Whoops, one escapee. And I do feel like I was afraid putting them in the bottles like this that I would not be able to see the colors, but even with the big square sticker on it, I can still see it fine, so I think it works. Now this one I usually peel the sticker off, but because I made a mistake, I just made a new sticker for this one, and then I'll just peel this sticker off, and I won't use it, because I can always make more stickers. I try to wait until I can do a bunch at a time though, just because it's such a pain to get everything set up for my cutting machine. And my printer likes to misbehave, so all right, so who's next? What is this? 3743, but I have 3341 here. So this is another of the Diamond Art Club bottles here. So I only have 4 of these to go. Is that right? 4, yeah, after this one. It's funny to me how the first one always, I have things jumping out everywhere, but then the second one pours in fine. Ooh, got that one nice and full. Okay, one lid, go on there. I don't know why that one didn't want to go on there. And then I can pour the rest of these in here. Okay. All right, so that's another one of these bottles emptied. Okay, and I do actually, like I said, like that I get 2 of these out of the bigger bottles, because something that I run into a lot is I'll have 2 kits kitted up and I only have 1 bag of drills, and so I'll put that bag with whatever kit I'm working on. This way, if I've got 2, I could possibly use them in 2 different places. Okay, 3743. Did I make any for this? I did not. Wait, 4346. What is this one? Oh, this one is 3607. I need to do this one first. That's why. This is 3607. I was going to say, I thought I made the stickers up for that, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. And okay, so there's the 2 stickers for that color. There's one stuck to the top. Oh, if I pour faster, they don't go everywhere. Oh, I still had a couple of escapees. Okay, there's that one. And then the second bottle for this color. Oh, I did have one escapee there. Okay, so there's that color. So I've got almost 3 rows completely filled now. And I still have colors to go. Okay, then the next one is 3743 and 3746. So I don't have a sticker made up for this, so let me do that. So this is Z3743, and I need to make 2. And then this one, I'm probably going to need 2, and I made one up already, but I'm just going to leave it. Maybe I can fit them all in one. I don't know. If I can't, then I'll just make another sticker. And then after that is that one and that one from the Diamond Art Club set. But I've got other colors in here in my binder still that I need to do first. There's all kinds of very loud vehicles driving by today because we had a pretty big snowfall a couple of days ago, and we're supposed to get some more tonight, so I'm kind of holding my breath and waiting to see if we actually get any more. Because again, everybody's phone says something different. My hubby said like less than an inch. Mine said between 1 and 5 inches, and my youngest says nothing. So who knows what we're going to get. All right, so 3746 is this one. Just trying to make sure that I've got everything in order here. need 2 of these. Oh yeah, definitely I'm going to need another sticker for that. So let me put these 2 in here. Let me make another sticker. What is this? Pixie dust. 3746, but can also be 333. Now, again, I don't know if I will ever work out or remember to go looking for secondary colors in here, but all right, let's see if I can get all these in here. Okay, there's a little bit of static, so let me just dump these out this way. Okay, and then that bag can go in the trash. Okay, so there's that one. Now, let's see. This is 38, so I need this one first. That's 37. This is 3805. This is 3807. Then I have 3837, 3853, 3865, 5200, and I have a couple of gunmetal and copper quad cubes, which I'll probably just, I kind of feel like I want to keep them in these baggies, but I want to put them in bottles so they're all in the same place. We'll see if I can fit all of that on my tiny little stickers. But now my binder is empty, so I can put that away and use it for something else later. Okay, so what stickers do I need to make? This is 3766. Did I put on any? I think I only had one other metallic. I think I just put the color, didn't I? Or did I not have any other metallics? I'm trying to look at my other drawer over here. Oh, I put crystal on it. Okay. So 3766 crystal. And this one is 3805 crystal. And then I need Z3807, and I'm going to need 2 of those. And then the next one is one that I made. That's one I made. That's what I made. 3865 AB, 5200 AB. And then I'm going to need Z3865. Ooh, no, I've already got one of those, but I bet I'm going to need 2. All right, we'll just see when I get there. Okay, so for now, 3766 for my blue crystals and 3805 for the pink ones. And let's see if I need more than one bottle. Okay, so nope, 3766 is these crystal blue ones. And I've at least used these, you can see, because I've torn them open. Also, one of the reasons I want to transfer them because these metallic bags are so hard to open. All right, let's see if these all go in one container. I don't think they're going to. Okay, so that one can go in the trash. Can I get them all in here? Let me see. Okay, I did get them all in one bottle, so go me. Okay, then I've got these pink ones, which may not go in one because I've never opened them before. I put that in the wrong pile. See, and it didn't rip off cleanly. I mean, it's cute, and I like that the bags are see-through, but you could do that with the plastic ones, and it would be easier to open, at least for my fat fingers. All right, let's see if I get all of them out of the bag. If I can get all of these into one bottle as well. Ta-da! Got them all in one. Okay, so there's those. So that was 3805. Then I have 3807. So I'm probably going to need 2 of these. So let my stickers on here. Okay, and fill up 1. I had some escapees, but not too many. Is that the only one? Nope, there's one in there. Okay, so there's 1. And the second one. Had another couple. Okay, so there's a second bottle of that color. Wow, I didn't think I would fill up the second drawer, but maybe I'm going to. And this isn't, like I said, even all of my square ABs because I have a bunch of them still sitting with my Christmas kit. So 38, 37. Oh, I said I was going to peel this one off and just use it again. Even though I buy the removable ones, sometimes they don't want to stick very well when you put them back on someplace else. There's that one. And then this one I can peel off and reuse as well. This is 3853. I'm pretty sure this is some leftovers from my mini dazzles kit that I did, the food one, the diner food one, which was eons ago. Well, it must have been at least, I must have done it in 2024 because it wasn't in my year in review, I don't think. Okay, so that one can go back. Now I've got this in AB. So let me do that one first because there aren't very many ABs. And then I have this in pixie dust, and I have all of these, which look to be pretty much the same color because these should be Diamond Art Club ones, so they should match. But I'll have to see if they do because who knows. All right, so that's all the ABs for this color. So that can go back in my spare drill storage. And then I've got this and this, which I did not make any stickers for. So let me just use this one since it's already made up, and I'll see if I can fit everything in this bag in one. Maybe I should just dump them out, a few of them, and see if they're the same color. Are these the same color? Because they don't look like it. Oh, I guess they are. I sprinkle these in there. Can I tell the difference? I cannot. I've got some stuck to the lid in there. Can't get out. All right. So I may need to make up more than one bottle, but that's okay. Since they match, that's all good. I have 3 bottles of this color. That's okay too. Okay, let's get these all in there. Come on. Pour out. I like these storage bags because they're big, but they're kind of stiff. Okay, so I'm going to leave that in there. And then I am going to make up 2 stickers for the Diamond Art Club one. So Z3865 and Z3865. And one obviously will be in black ink, the other one is in pink, so I'll know they came from 2 different places. Not that it matters since the color die lots match, which is good to know. All right, here's the first bottle. There's that one full. And this one, I had a couple of escapees. It's just a piece of trash. And the rest of the bottle. Ooh, okay. And that ends a row, so that worked out nicely for me. And that actually finishes out the Diamond Art Club fairy dust that I bought. So here you can see there's 15 bottles. I'm going to leave them in this nice carrying case, put them back in the box, and then once I'm done with the rounds, I can just donate them both at the same time to somebody who can use them. Okay, so all I have left is my ABs, which I think will fit in one bottle, and then my copper and gunmetal cubes. See if I can get all of these in one bottle. They should. See how easy it is to get them out. Sometimes pouring from the middle is easiest. Sometimes it's easier to go from the side like this. All right, a few escapees. Okay, so that's the last bottle of square ABs, and that can go back in my storage. Now, what do I want to do with these? I mean, obviously, I want to put them in the same kind of storage. That was the whole point of moving everything. I bought these, I want to say for Jules and Vern again, but maybe for something else. I don't remember now. All right, let me see if I can just write. I'll just put QC for quad cubes, and I'll put copper, and then quad cubes, gun metal. Can I fit all that on my sticker? I think I did. This is this bottle, because these are the copper ones. Oops, let me put the lid on it. That helps before I put the sticker on. Okay, because I just kind of kept those at the end of the row, or at the end of my binders, because I didn't really know where to put them since I don't have a DMC code for them. But they're really cool looking. See, these are kind of smoky gunmetal, hence the name. And then the copper ones I thought were really pretty, but I don't remember if I used them on Jules and Vern. Okay, so that's me done. This is the drawer that I completed first. So you can see I've got everything in here and the numbers go like this down the rows. It might have made more sense to go like this, but I just did it that way. So I continue doing it that way on this side. So you can see when I do finally get the rest of my squares out from the Christmas shop kit that I'm doing, that squares that has all the ABs with it right now, I should have plenty of room to put these in, which means I still have 2 whole drawers to do all of my rounds, which is good that I have 2 whole drawers, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. But I do have a plan if it works out that 4 drawers is not enough, because I currently have kitted up my Heaven and Earth Designs mermaid into an art dot carrying case that has like, well, see, I thought it had more, but I think this one has 192 bottles. I think that one only has 140. I'll have to double check it and see how many are in there, but it's a lot. So my plan was, if these 4 drawers weren't enough, was to move them into that carrying case. Leave me a comment below and let me know how you think this is going. Do you think I'm going to have enough drawers with just 4 drawers of bottles to have all of my squares and round ABs and fairy dust all in the same place? Because remember, I also have another 15 fairy dust and rounds in the big diamond art bottles. So that's at least 30 bottles of this size, because each one of these took 2, or each color took 2. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same with rounds. Actually, maybe more because the rounds are a bit bigger. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, leave me a comment below and let me know if you think that's going to be enough. But I'm liking this so far. I like that I can just pull out the drawer. I can see all the numbers. I can see way more colors at one time than I could when I was using the binder storage. Plus, I don't have to flip through it. This will be much easier to maintain, I think, to put things back in DMC order when I'm done using them. So yeah, I think it'll be a better system until I get bored of it and then I need to change it up again. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.